Alrighty, Texas Law of Contracts is what I just finished. I just did Texas Law of Agency. Now I'm at Texas Law of Contracts. I kind of treated it the same way as I did Texas Law of Agency. A lot of the stuff that you kind of go over will be more of a deeper refreshment kind of stuff that you earn from your first few chapters. It'll tie in a whole lot to Texas Principles of Real Estate 2, it seems like to me, is what you're going to get a lot of the same information from. The Texas Law of Contracts, honestly, I kind of ran through it. Let's see, how many days did it take me? I honestly started it on 11:30 and ended it on 12:18. And there was a number of days in there that I didn't mess with it at all. I kind of really rolled through it. Again, with mine, I do a lot of letting the computer highlight it and read it to me out loud, and I read along with it, and that kind of really speeds up the process. I can change the voice tone, so it really goes pretty darn quickly through there. Again, it's that confidence of knowing that I've seen a lot of this material before, and making sure the stuff that I don't see or don't really remember or recognize, I'm going through that double to be sure that it is all good. I did a lot of the studying, just like I've said in all my other videos on all this. I did a lot of the studying through the Quizlets online, the little quizzes between each chapter in the sections, as well as the final stuff that it gives me information on. And so I still have my book that I use, the study book that came with Express Realty. And I mark all that and I highlight all that stuff that's in there, just kind of like what we've all been doing already before. I went through this one really, really quick. So when I finally got to the test, I got the same results as I did from the test before. Rolling through it pretty quick, I missed some of the questions. I didn't see some of the stuff or know some of the information that came, some of the questions that popped up. I'm like, where in the world did that question come from? And so I missed a number of things. Again, I did a 71, I believe, on this one, just by the skin of my teeth, past it. And so, again, I'd go back and do exactly what I've been doing, is go through and write down all the stuff that you're kind of having questions with. And that way you have those questions if you fail and have to go to the next one. There's a tremendous amount of information in all these courses, and so it's really shocked me on how much is new to it all. I really thought that they could run out of information, but they don't. They seem like they have more and more and more. And so, again, on this one, I'd do the same thing. I'd kind of bounce through it pretty darn well, study what you know to study, do the Quizlets online. It's amazing what they can do. One of the things I found on the Quizlets that is awesome to do is you can find some that have 150 or 100 questions on them. Miss the first question and submit it, and it'll tell you all that is wrong, but it'll give you the answer. So you can read the term or the definition and have the answer. Read all through those, all the way through, and don't spend your time taking the test. Just read those through and kind of study that. It's giving you the main information that you need for these tests to be prepared for these tests. And so if you want to take the test or the little Quizlets, absolutely do it. I think it's beneficial, but I think that just seeing the question and the answer, and knowing the question and the answer, you can even change it to definitions and get the definitions and the answer, will help you tremendously in this course. There's so much information that to me is useless, and so you can't hardly bypass that when you're going through the online course. And so just kind of roll through it, kind of do your study questions, and I think you'll be perfectly fine. Nothing I can think new and different more than what I've kind of told you before. I did find out that I can go through all the prior courses and pull those tests up and retake all those tests if I wanted to, just as a review exam, which may be fantastic to have in a little while, especially when I'm getting ready for the final test to get my license. And so I like that a lot. And so some of the questions for each course as we go through are tied to also prior courses. So go take a review test, the 60 questions on the prior course, just kind of update you for the tests that are coming if you're interested in spending time to do that. And so I'm moving through Texas Law of Contracts, just got done with it. Again, rushed through it, little less. I bet I really probably spent 12 days on it. scored a 71. Just need to get through, and once I get through, I'll be ready to roll. And now I'm moving over Texas real estate finance. So I'm interested to see how that is and if there's a whole lot more math tied to that as opposed to what we have been seeing in the other chapters. And so I'll get with you as soon as I finish that. And good luck to you. If you have any questions or comments, let us know. Thanks. Bye.